I'm gonna do that right
now. Okay, so we are live on YouTube. Hey, everybody in the YouTube pipe community. This is piping artist Steph.
It's Cathy.
Stephanie.
Mariah.
And we are all either involved with the YTPC.
You look like a giant. I don't like it. Do you have something to...
You want me to do that?
That was me again. Sorry, ladies.
All right, John.
John, quit making fun of me. All right, so we're all involved in the pipe community somehow, either by marriage or by default. I have been smoking a pipe for about 4 years. My husband for about 3 years. I'm actually the one who introduced him because somebody else in the YTPC that I went to middle school and high school with, her and her husband were involved for several years and are no longer involved, but he still smokes a pipe. So would you like to tell how you're involved with the YTPC? You don't have to, but you can.
Who?
I don't know when he would come downstairs, but my husband is the rambling dilettante. Oh, what? No, that's not Auntie. No, not Ambi. Go see Ava.
I could be Auntie Steph. It's okay. The other Steph. Hi,
This
kiddo.
is my youngest. This is Winston. You say hi.
Hi, Winston.
Oh, they're saying hello to you. Yeah, go find your purple cup. Oh. Yeah. I was kind of hoping Chris would come downstairs, but he's got a bit of a headache, so he's gone to have a lay down. Which is why I've got noisemakers. Right? Yeah. Okay, go play. No.
Yeah, we have 4. And I was saying earlier, our oldest 2, which are Skip's bio children, are out in the Houston area. And the younger 2, which are my birth kids, are still at home with us. One is 16 and one is 14. So it's fun. They're great kids. They really are. I unschooled them for 4 years together. And then Arlo, the almost 17-year-old, went back to public school when Skip and I got together because he and Skip's boys were very, very close, and he wanted to go to high school when they were in high school. So they all went to high school together in public school. The youngest is still unschooling, as I call it, because I don't set times and classwork at specific times and days. I give her a basic outline. These are some assignments you have to get done, and every 3 weeks or so, she gives me assignments, and I grade them just to make sure she's actually doing work. She learns how to cook at home. She has raised chickens. She just bought herself a snake with her own money, and she has a dog. She also is learning Japanese from a program that we bought. And anything we do, going on road trips, anything is a learning experience. So I don't consider it typical schooling for her. And in Texas, we have that ability to do that, which is really awesome. So she can do any kind of art she wants or any kind of, other stuff. And we find the most important things. Hold on, there's a woman with a beard.
My name's Abby. I don't fit in anywhere else.
You don't fit here either, John.
That's all briared up, John. Jose is in our chat room. Hello, Jose, mi hermano. ¿Qué pasó?
Oh, Jose.
It's
So,
just
I'm the second to oldest of 7 siblings. My mother also has 6 siblings. She's the second.
I know, but I mean,
She's the third to oldest of 7. And then my dad had 2 siblings, and they each had 2 or more children. So I have a very, very large family. My stepdad has 5 brothers. He's one of 6. and they all had 2 or more kids. So I have a huge, huge family. So I love kids.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
In New Mexico. Because my mom and dad are divorced and remarried and divorced again. My dad, anyways. My mom has been married for, gosh, I was 11.
Winston.
She's been married for over 30 years to my stepdad. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Almost as old as I am. Winston.
My sister is only 2 years older than me, and she's been married for almost 30 years. So,
Trying to resolve your technical issue. This is weird.
so
Oh.
Stephanie, would you like to show us the craft you are working on? You said it was cross stitch.
Yeah. So this is just one of many patterns that I've made myself. I have a girlfriend who had a baby on Main Street.
Oh, that's neat.
So get the little X's in there. So it's gonna be pretty big when it's done. It's gonna be about 9 inches by 4 inches.
Oh,
So I'm pretty happy with that. I also make smaller ones. I did this one. I don't know if you can read that. It says "Smash That Birthday." It's supposed to be the Hulk.
That's cute.
that's
Super
good.
cute.
I'm gonna put that in a card and send that in the mail. Speaking of cards, did Skip get his birthday card?
He did. It had a little a cross stitched pipe. Yes. Right.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we Skip and we hoard certain things. Like I have a box of all my Bro and Sif's notes from everyone in the community. We have a box of all of our birthday and Christmas cards, and the one that you and Chris sent is actually open and sitting up on one of our shelves with all our pipes. So
Awesome.
and our kids also make us stuff for birthdays and Christmases and holidays. And so we save those kind of things, but we don't save much else.
Well, those kind of things are important
They really are.
because they have a direct connection with someone.
Absolutely. And I think handmade stuff, it feels more personal.
It takes so much more time to do it.
So Miss Cathy, are you working on anything right now?
Oh, not specifically. Right now, my pipe rolls have kind of hit a little bit of a lull, but they kind of come in spurts. I have them made up to a certain to a certain way, and then from there, I can just do the finished decoration and like that on them. Take about 30 minutes, and then I can get them shipped out. I made up a batch of the body butters and stuff recently. I probably need to bake up some more.
Yeah, they're phenomenal. She sent me some samples. I don't know if that's her normal size, but they're huge if they're just samples. And one
Yeah,
smells
those are
really.
samples. This is the normal size.
Oh wow, okay.
And I think it holds about the same, just a little different shaped jar.
They smell phenomenal. A guy or a girl could use these. They smell great. The one that's the pain rub is phenomenal. Oh, look. Somebody who says he has a headache is in our chat room, and he says, ladies.
Hi, honey.
So Miss Albright up, is there anything that you've been working on lately? I know that you work outside the house, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Nothing really. We're pretty boring.
No, you're not. You have to put up with him. That's pretty,
right.
pretty
That's
intense.
Yeah, that's a big
And
job just in
jar.
itself.
We well, don't forget though, we've been mowing and cleaning house and sorting and moving furniture and
Okay, so we ended up with a ton of stuff. my parents gave us a ton of stuff, and then we had it in a storage room. And I'm like, well, we need to get this cleaned out and save a little money and that kind of stuff. And so we shoved everything in the basement and in our extra bedroom. And I'm like, we need to clean this out because I want to make John like a pipe and tobacco room and that kind of stuff. Since it's just
Because I have like 4 right now. All the other rooms in the house.
And so
Yeah.
I was just like, we need to start cleaning through, like getting rid of stuff. And if it's been in the basement for 2 years, we probably aren't going to miss it.
Oh, that's true, Mariah. That's true.
Yeah. So then we go on walks. I don't know, we really don't do much.
Okay, since everyone here is involved in the pipe community in somehow, is there a specific tobacco or cigar that you or someone around you has smoked that you really love? And is there one that you really hate? And go.
Was there a tobacco I've smoked that you really love
Oh goodness.
and really
I
hate?
couldn't say for sure.
He has like this. What is that, amaretto?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like an amaretto and like a cherry something that I love. And then I really, really hate some of the English blends that he has.
And the Boswells, I had a bunch of Boswell blends in a box, and all the smells were really good, but they're all together. And I think it was some of them have that topping, and a lot of people are sensitive to those chemical kind of toppings, and those give her headaches. She'll like smell that like on the other end of the house before she'll smell actual smoke from the other end of the house.
Yeah, that stuff gives me such a bad headache, and like it will last like the whole night. And then there's one blend that he did, and it's not bad, but there's a lot of like pepper smell to it, and then that gets me sneezing. Like
I've been
I don't know.
I've been blending Perique blends, and we sneeze like they're actually pepper.
Yeah, but you don't mind it so much.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
like
okay.
Steve has a couple of cigars that can get really rank.
Yeah.
Do you know the names of them, Cathy?
Not right off. Not right off, I don't.
Okay, so Jose says, hey, there's a bearded infiltrate, expel him. And he also says, dealing with John, Mariah, is enough work for a single lifetime. Probably 2 lifetimes. Chris says that he fully supports John having a tobacco room. And he also said that his wife dislikes all the smoke. Steph, would you like to elaborate?
I'm not a
I
big
love your
fan
words
of
today, Steph.
general.
You've been making up new ones.
All right, so the other Steph was
I'm
saying,
not a big fan of the smoke itself. Yeah, not a big fan of it at all. I do like the looks of some of the pipes. Like the wood is really pretty, but yeah, no, Chris has been smoking or something or other ever since we started dating like 12 years ago. So just not my biggest thing. If he wants a smoking room, it can be in some other building that's not my house.
so he needs a he shed instead of a she shed.
Yes.
Disconnected from the house. Is there not any of his aromatics that smell good at all to you?
Not to me particularly. Ava, kid one here, she likes the ones that smell like cake. There's one that smells like cake. I'm not sure. Chris could probably tell you which one.
Eileen's dream always make my kids always say it smells like cake.
Yeah.
And we used to get very cherry from a brick and mortar and put latakia in it, and the kids also said that kind of smelled like a cherry cobbler as it was cooking. So they liked that one as well. But we don't smoke very many aromatics anymore, which is why we are outside most of the time.
Adding latakia to that sounds really good. I didn't think about that.
I thought we do smoke in the house, but then both of us have been smokers for years. But we enjoy smoking outside more than we do inside.
I think most of the pipe community prefers smoking outside, mainly because it's a way to sit out and relax and just enjoy our time to decompress. So my question to everyone in the room and even in the chat on YouTube is there any part of the community that has really shocked you, good or bad? Is there anything about the community? Oh, we have Miss Kitty coming in. Hold on, I'm going to add Miss Kitty. So is there any part of the YouTube pipe community that has shocked you in a good way or a negative way? And elaborate on that. Hi, Miss Kitty, we love you. Welcome in. Right now, everybody is going to respond. Kitty is coming from north of, I can't remember. She is north of a very favorite place that everybody in the US as teenagers likes to go.
Well, it's the south of Holland.
Okay, Poland. All right. So everybody, Holland.
Yeah, the Netherlands.
Okay. The Netherlands. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it open for all of you to answer. What is your most shocking, favorite, or positive or negatives of this community?
I've got one. I am shocked and actually grateful that Chris, the rambling dilettante, has not picked up another hobby since joining.
I was thinking that too, but I didn't know how he's like off camera. We all spend more time not in the community than in the community. So yeah. I was wondering, I'm wondering if he's picking anything up, because so far it seems like with you guys working on getting a different house and stuff, that it's just work, that, and into the garage to share a pipe. So I bet that's a relief. He's
been doing the YouTube thing for what? When did he start? Like last March or last February? Maybe he can answer that for me. But like since then, he hasn't picked up any new hobbies or picked up any of his old hobbies, which is how we got the rambling dilettante. No, that's not Auntie.
Chris used to make hats and all kinds of stuff. I've picked up more hobbies. Well, not really hobbies I already had. I've gotten more active in them. But for me, this community has shocked me in ways that I just never expected. I've seen, when I first got into this community, I saw some videos from 4 or 5 years ago, like before I joined, which was like 9 years ago, where there was a lot of infighting, people telling people they weren't doing things right, getting upset, So I was like, oh no, do I really want to do this? So when I started in the community and I realized how many of them were not upset that I was a female pipe smoker, who were very inviting and comforting and would give advice and not in a snarky, like I know more than you kind of way. The majority of the pipe community, especially on YouTube and on Instagram and Facebook, which I don't frequent often, but they're very kind and open with the hobby. And if someone quits the hobby, they're still welcoming, because they're like, oh, well, it's like any of my friends, I've gotten close to you. How willing this community is to help each other, even someone that they may not watch regularly. I'm letting someone else in. And I was also really shocked at when somebody does in this community get upset, the person that they might be upset at tends to, I've noticed over the last 3-4 years, apologize to the other person and they fix it. It's not an ugly community. It's a bunch of really amazing people. Welcome, Rebecca. This is Shook with the Uke. if you guys are not familiar with her channel, I have been following her since the very, very beginning. An amazing,
Yeah.
amazing
Cool
person.
name.
Thank you. Great to join in. I'm only going to be here for a couple of minutes because I just finished one meeting and I have to go pick up cupcakes for Pentecost. I got 2 boys getting confirmed tomorrow and we're going to celebrate. So, but I thought I'll hop on for a couple minutes to say hi to everybody.
Cake is a good
Nice
one.
to see you.
All right, so I'm gonna let Cathy. What are the things that have surprised you, good or bad, about this community?
Well, like you were saying, everybody is so accepting of everyone else. Even back when I first started pipe smoking, I knew a very few other female pipe smokers, except the real old ladies. That's all they had. And like you said, they were very welcoming and like that. Well, now I fit in the old lady category, but that's beside the point. But also how loving and caring and generous everyone is. A lot more so than any other type of quote unquote community I've ever been involved with. Whether I was actually with them firsthand or an online community, like say on Facebook or something. This group of people is some of the best people I've ever run across.
I agree. Rebecca, I'm gonna give you a chance to chime in because you have to run pretty quick. So what are the things about this community that have shocked you in a good way or in a bad way either?
Well, and now in Pennsylvania, the laws are different, but I actually got into pipe smoking when I was 18. I was away at college and one of my buddies, I would edit his papers and he taught me how to smoke a pipe. And so like way back in, 2013, 2012 is when I got involved in the community and I was immediately just so welcomed and invited, and people really wanted to build relationships and to be in communion with one another. And I was like, man, I think I found my people. So that was just, it's been a delight and a shock and all kinds of wonderful things. And the fact that, so I'm clergy, and there's tends to be a lot of like, people that if you're like religious or not religious, a lot of the times people feel very, very one way about that. And they can't like just agree to disagree or just be chill. And I'm a very like go with the flow kind of person. And it's never been a problem. Nobody's ever given me crap for being a Christian or gay or anything. So I'm just like, this is my people. This is where I belong. So
do you mind if I ask you a personal question before we move on to someone else?
Sure.
Have you encountered any kind of biases or issues with you being married to a woman and being clergy within the community? I know it's probably outside, but within the YouTube pipe community, have you dealt with any kind of issues about you and your life?
No, I was really surprised. A couple of months ago, somebody messaged me about like just asking like the clarifying questions, and they tend to post very not like conservative in a bad way, but like they're a very traditionalist kind of person. And they were asking me follow-up questions about my life. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm very open and honest. And I was expecting to get like some kind of like backlash in any way. And they were like, cool. And I was like, all right. So it was just another way that, the YTPC just wants to have conversation and just be super chill. And that's like what we embody. And we're all just little hobbits running around being super cool.
Hobbits.
That is
See,
awesome.
I told you being a hobbit is cool.
I'm not that
Yeah.
Right on. Right on.
Mariah, have you answered that question? I can't recall.
No. I'm just surprised about how nice people are, and they're a very giving community and stuff.
I've been surprised This is
John, you're not allowed to answer, John. This is a girl combo.
I'm Abby right now. You forgot.
Oh, you're not.
Okay.
I'm not Abu. I'm Abby. I'll do it short for you. I'm just been surprised how much it's really made life more enjoyable. Like,
all he does is like he gets up, does his medicine and that kind of stuff, and then he's like, I have to do YouTube stuff. And then he does like 5 videos in a day. I'm like,
but we go for what? Like, she doesn't get neglected or anything like that. Like, I've been so pleased because, like, usually what my days have been for the last 8 years, almost 9 years, has been get up and just try to survive whatever health issues day by day. And it's so overbearing and exhausting. And then trying to work and having seizures and you don't know you're having seizures. Like, all this crap for the last 8 years has been very difficult. The last 9 years, job wise and health wise, has just been heck. And it's nice to have something. I've just been so surprised how enjoyable YouTube has become, because before I was like, oh, YouTube, whatever, you watch a couple videos, move on. I didn't really care. And like now, especially with the medication I'm on, where we can do more yard work and stuff, now I'm as excited to go outside and smoke a pipe or go on a walk as I am to like try to find a good view to share that walk or whatever I'm doing with the community. So it makes it more fun.
It's funny because like we'll go on a walk and stuff and he'll see something and he pulls his phone out and he'll do like a little YouTube video and he'll post it and stuff. But I'm just really surprised about how many people are so nice and welcoming. And if you need some advice,
do you guys find that people are willing to give you advice outside of tobacco related issues as well to just help you out? Because I've had people message me personally to help me out.
That would be more on your
more for me. I've had a lot of people ask about like what I feel from seizures, and then I've also had a lot of people chime in and tell me about their seizures, and so it makes it easier. Like, the biggest problem with that kind of stuff is you don't know, like, what you're feeling may translate to what's actually happening while you're having them. It may be different. So when somebody else emails me and says, well, when I have those kind of seizures, I get this feeling and this is what's happening, then it helps put it in perspective, because it's taken years to try to understand what those feelings mean. Like, one time I had a grand mal and I was sitting up and I was apparently trying to get up, but I felt like she was pushed, like the signals I was getting was that she was trying to sit me up and I was trying to stay sitting down, and it was the other way around. But when you have those, like, a lot of times everything's blacked out, your vision and stuff, you can't see, you don't know what's happening, you just know kind of one or two things you feel. So people I've talked to on here, more even in the pipe community than other communities you would talk about health with, like, everybody in a lot of health communities are good, but there are a lot of people that just want to show everything that they know so much they aren't really taking the time to absorb what you're saying, and then they just want to prove something, that they want to prove you're wrong, instead of going, okay, here's what I get. When you come to the YTPC, everybody's like, well, maybe this will help you understand what you're feeling, instead of, oh no, that's wrong, you're feeling this.
Well, and everyone's so caring. There's a time where he's late on doing a video or it's been a day. Everyone's like emailing them and checking on him, and it's just really nice.
And one day I got almost 30 emails asking if I'm feeling okay that day, because it was one of my regular days to do something. And then that wasn't including, other friends I've got to send messages, or
guys are making me cry. that the people in this community are much, and it's so weird that pipes and tobacco brought all of us together.
Yes.
For the spouses who don't partake, it's still, this community would give their left arm to help you or your family out. It doesn't matter, even if you quit
Sure.
the hot hobby.
I can agree with that completely. When I had my little health scare here a while back, I had messages coming from people all over the world wishing me the best and
Okay,
praying for me.
Katie, I would like
hop
you.
in quick.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I have to go. It's been a pleasure to see you all, and I just wanted to share quick that a couple of weeks ago, Steph, you actually posted. I'm at a place of transition, kind of in the workplace, as I'm moving from one congregation to a new congregation, and all the mixed feelings on that. And you posted about, I think it was something like when people know they can't control you, they control how people think about you, and like not to let that bother you. And I've been like, it's been my mantra. And I just wanted to say how much I appreciate that. And I appreciate you all.
Well, I got to let you know, someone else from the Instagram pipe community shared that with me first. And I was like, I got to share this.
Thank you for the shared wisdom. It's like a pass it on, like a beautiful, never ending circle.
Awesome. Love you. Love you, Rebecca.
Nice to meet you.
Hug your wife for us. All right, Kitty, you haven't really spoken much.
No.
What kind of things shocked you, awed you, made you love this community, things you dislike about the community? What is it that keeps you here?
Well, it changed my vision on pipe smoking. They're all not all old dudes, in a library. Actually, this pipe community is really nice. They help other people who are in need, and it's really incredible. Like we've all helped old Pops not losing his house, and then Onion visited him and brought him tobacco and pipes and shared all that, and without even saying a word about it. And it's incredible. We share everything with each other like really good friends. Also the newcomers, they are welcome just like that. Oh, you smoke a pipe, you're a nice dude, welcome. It's really incredible.
And I gotta say, Kitty has been there for me many nights where I was upset and stressed out and dealing with my own personal family issues. And I've reached out to Kitty several times, who has just absolutely not been judgmental about me and been so open and kind and caring. And that's just goes to show you this whole community. You could reach out to anybody and they're going to try to be there for you, not tell you right or wrong, just be there. And that's a friendship that's hard to find, but I keep finding them over and over in this community.
Yeah, definitely.
It's really, everyone here in the pipe community is just sharing all the good they have, everything. Whether they have money or not, it doesn't matter. One time I was very low on tobacco and I got a package from Leicester from Switzerland with all kind of incredible tobaccos. Even Carter Hall that's no longer been made. It's just incredible, and he didn't want anything back. Well, it's just nice to be part of something like that.
I absolutely agree. I'm gonna ask Steph some a little bit off, because I know you don't partake and you don't necessarily like the smoking aspect of this group. Is there anything you want to add about being a non-pipe smoker but a part of this community?
I do enjoy the live streams, especially my husband's that he does Saturday nights. Mostly because I just enjoy the way he speaks. We had, was it last summer? Last summer, because it was just after COVID started. We had Riley 16 Ton Life come all the way from BC He was spreading his dad's ashes across the country on his motorcycle.
Oh.
So he stopped by in Medicine Hat, and you know, we had him over for, or Chris and him did a video in the garage, and then they went and did a bike ride around town and showed him around. And like, I just, the fact that we had, you know, somebody from the community come from another part of the country, like Chris is already talking about going down to the States and seeing all of you that live down there. Like he's pumped for that, especially on his motorcycle. Like that thing is in the garage and he's just itching to get it on the road.
Okay, I want to quickly, thank you everyone for sharing. I want to quickly read a couple of comments that were put on YouTube. Jose says, I'm shocked about the generosity and love every member of the YTPC shows each other. I haven't been in any other community like this one before. Rambling Dilettante, your hubs, Steph. There's a lot of hatred and animosity in the world. And I think that the YTPC recognized that and decided to be the counterintuitive option to the status quo. Old Pops, we were just talking about him. He said the YTPC is an amazing or an awesome place to get away from the grind of the real world without losing touch with real love. Much love. And Chris again says, here's the thing about the YTPC that blows my mind. We broke the fourth wall. We shattered it. We reached out through our devices and cultivated lasting relationships. And then the next thing Pops says, old Pops, Steph, you need a tissue, baby girl. Yes. And Ron Hardcracker said, hi, folks from the Peanut Gallery in Oklahoma. So I want to thank everyone who tuned in on YouTube to watch us. Everyone who is participating in this live, you people are just amazing to me. Like, I can't even tell you how grateful I am that God put all these amazing people in my life. And I'm not like Christian. Some people go by that title, but I don't. I follow Jesus. I read the Bible. I've been to theology school for my master's, and I still cannot grasp the Christian title. But I have never found more loving people than in this community, whether they smoke or a spouse of a smoker or friends of the smokers. Cathy and Steve have a young lady who shows up in their live streams, and she is a hoot, and she just cracks up with us as if she knows us too. And I can't wait to go see everybody. I am going to log off of YouTube and we can continue this conversation not live so that we can say whatever we want. And I can try it private. So bye YouTube land, and I will talk to all you girls in about 2-3 seconds.
Bye, YouTube.